Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Today I have a different subscription box that I personally have not seen on YouTube yet. I believe that the company is relatively new and they're still kind of expanding, and so I was really excited when they contacted me because it seemed like a very exciting box to have. And I just haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about it, which is nice because sometimes with, the big ones like Ipsy and BoxyCharm and stuff, you just see so many of those videos that by, the third or the fourth one you've watched, you're kind of tired of it. I am a big fan of both of those companies, but it's always great to try something new and to watch something new as well. This particular box is called the Glamour Box. Now, when I was doing research on this, because when companies contact me, I always do very extensive research for at least a hardcore 30 minutes to an hour on the company, just to see if it's somebody that I want to work with or if the product is something that I think you guys will like. And I noticed that there seems to be a different Glamour box. There seems to be two of them. This one is from theglamourchannel.com. So I have it pulled up on my phone just because I want you guys to be able to see here. So this is the Glamour Channel Glamour Box. So just in case you go online and you see something else, this is the one I'm referring to. I don't know why there seems to be two different ones. I don't know if they're affiliated all together, but anyway, this is the Glamour Channel Glamour Box. I'm just going to read a little bit to you guys on the website what they claim to do and what they claim to be. They say that the monthly Glamour Box will feature 3 different products for face, eyes, and lips in full size or deluxe sizes. Unlike other subscription box services, we will only feature prestige brands, so you will never be disappointed. You can save with a 6-month subscription. If you decide to, you can do monthly, or you can buy 6 months at a time. Free shipping within the US, $6.99 to Canada. They don't ship currently internationally, but they are working on it, so they just recommend that you keep checking back. Like I said, I think that they're kind of new, so they're just sort of getting into the market with all of it, and you can cancel or skip a box at any time. If you go onto their website, you can actually see what's coming up in the box, so if you decide that it's not for you, you can go in and skip that. I personally really like that because there are some boxes that I've gotten in the past I've been really underwhelmed with. Not from this particular company, this is the first time I've tried this, but just from other ones. And I think that having the option to maybe watch somebody's video or watch a review and then decide to go in and skip it if it's just not for you, I think that that is fantastic. So I do want to start, before I start getting into the products, with talking to you guys about the price, because it is a little bit more expensive than your traditional box, let's say BoxyCharm, for example. The Glamour Box is $29.99, so $30 a month with free shipping, so that's really nice as long as you live within the US. Or it's $161.95, so $162 every 6 months. That breaks it down to about $27 a month, so you're saving about $3 each month. Again, free shipping every month. You can skip, all that good stuff. They do say that you get 3 products. I think that $30 is kind of expensive for 3 products. I think about brands like, BoxyCharm, where they do between 5 and 6, and I think that they're around $21, $25-ish, and every product that you get inside of BoxyCharm is guaranteed to be full size. Sometimes they'll do a little bit of an extra freebie that's maybe sample size. That is a great value, and I'm thinking that if they're just starting up, they might lower these prices. But once I show you guys what's actually in here, hopefully it will be worth it for that price, because I know for me, I was very, very impressed, and like they do advertise, you only get high-end makeup that you are going to know and recognize. So with that, let's just get right on into it. I'm going to start with the product that's actually on my lips right now. So this is a really beautiful grapey fuchsia kind of color. This is from Clinique, full size. This is the Clinique Chubby Stick Intense Moisturizing Lip Color Balm. This is in shade number 08, Grandest Grape. I have tried a couple of these in the past. I freaking adore the Clinique Chubby Sticks, especially this intense formulation, just because obviously it's a lot more pigmented, and it doesn't look like a tinted lip balm on your lips. It looks more like a lipstick, but it has such an incredibly lightweight feel. I mean, oh God, it's just wonderful. And these are so, could you stop that? Anyway, carrying on. These are so extremely moisturizing and they're surprisingly long wearing. I have another one that's called Cherry something. It's a really beautiful red. It's honestly one of my favorite red lipsticks of all time. I love these for the balmy consistency that they are. I don't find that they feather out too much. Now, if you do use a lip liner or a lip primer, I think you're going to get somewhat of a better result just because naturally, I mean, just this emollient of product kind of wants to just go spread out a little bit, but I find that these really do minimize that, and just the way that these wear is just absolutely beautiful. So I am super impressed with this. Absolutely love this. I need to go get my little card that tells me the prices because I think, oh, it's right over here. So this is typically $30 on its own. So anyway, that is the first product that you get in the little box. And by the way, this all comes with this Clinique like pouch thing, so that's really cool. Next in here is another product from Clinique. So I kind of like to get this little like trio from Clinique. This is the matching nail polish to the Chubby stick. So Clinique does do this where they have the nail polishes that match. I think now they're even expanding into blushes. So I think that that's kind of cute. Again, I think that this is just Grandest Grape. I'm gonna suppose so because it doesn't actually have the name. It just says a different nail enamel on the bottom, which I know is just their brand of nail lacquer. But this is the same exact color, or at least a nail polish kind of version of it. I personally have not used this, and kitten, you're going cray-cray. Stop that. Personally have not used this. I don't really have plans to, just because I don't paint my own nails. I go get mine professionally done because I'm a big fan of shellac and gel nails. If I wear nail polish like this, I mean, I work at a computer desk typing all day, so it just doesn't work for me. So I might give this over to like my sisters or something who I know will really enjoy this, but I'm sure that this is a good product, and I think that the shade is really pretty, especially heading into like spring and summertime, which I know is still a really long ways away, but the collections are already coming out, people. Next product in here, this is from Urban Decay, and this is the eyeshadow in the shade Minx. These retail for $17. The little Clinique set retailed for $30, so already we're at a $47 value, which is pretty good. All right, this I think is in the old packaging, this kind of old tokeny sort of packaging, so you know, it is what it is. I don't think that that then means that this is the new formulation. This must be one of the older ones. Take that into account. Again, the shade is Minx. It's a, I'm just going to show you that on the back in case you're not understanding me, but this is a really nice, beautiful teal with a silver sparkle and shimmer running through it. Really pretty. And honestly, even the older Urban Decay eyeshadow formulations, there is a difference. I think that definitely the newer ones have less fallout and they just tend to adhere to the skin a lot better. But I really find that the pigmentation, even in the older ones, are amazing. I have a lot of their old palettes and I still use and adore them. I mean, the original Naked palette was the old formulation, so it's definitely not bad. And that shadow is really, really pretty. I do wish that it was maybe more of a neutral shade, just because I find that when you add like a teal eyeshadow into a bag, not everybody's going to like that. Same with the fuchsia lip color. Not everybody's going to want to wear this, but I personally really like it, so I'm happy with it. And then very finally, you get a little deluxe size. It says it's $14 of the Benefit Stay Flawless 15-hour primer. I have been wanting to try this actually for a really long time because I've heard really mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. For those of you who aren't familiar with it for whatever reason, it's kind of like an Elmer's glue stick for your face. Like it's literally like a stick primer, has a very thick, very tacky consistency, and it's just really supposed to adhere the makeup to the face. I'm excited to try it because, like I said, I've heard very mixed reviews on it, and so I've always wanted to kind of give it a go for myself without committing to the full size. And I personally don't ever buy samples just because I find that I get so many in stuff like this, or you know, point perks and stuff I like to use every once in a while, but I do enjoy this and I'm excited to use it. But that is all for the box. So as I prefaced in the beginning, you're not getting, you know, tons and tons and tons. We're getting about, let's say, 5 items here if you kind of count the little deluxe sample size. If not, you're getting about 4 like full-size items. I think that this is a very interesting box. I think it's a very interesting concept. I love the idea of getting like Urban Decay, Clinique, Benefit, your brands that you always see, just because sometimes in subscription boxes that I've had in the past, you just get the most random off the wall brands. And while yes, you may get 5 to 6 products, I'm guaranteed in almost every single one of those boxes to not like 1 or 2 of the products, or to feel like I give them away. I don't think I've ever had, I mean, there might have been maybe 1 box that I've had in the past where I absolutely loved every product, but it's very, very rare. So I really like that, you know, with this box, you are already kind of familiar with the products. You already know what they are. Some of them may have been products that you've been really wanting to try, and I really, really overall like the concept. My biggest thing is I wish that they would either add, or if they could, and see, I don't know how these boxes work, but if they could add like 1 more product or 1 more sample size, I think that that would be great. Or if they could just lower the price just a little bit, because even though the value of it is over $60, which is great, you know, these shades aren't going to be for everybody. The products aren't going to be for everybody. You run the risk of somebody already having something. So I think when you can get just a little bit more variety or a little bit of a lower price, I think it just justifies it for more people, because $30 a month is quite a bit of money, and I totally know that. But it's going to depend on what you like to see in your subscription boxes, how much you want to pay, and, you know, whether you like getting the more random kind of off the wall hidden gems, or on the other hand, if you like true experienced, trusted brands that you're familiar with, that you know you're gonna like. I mean, it just kind of, I think, depends what type of a person you are when it comes to your beauty subscription boxes. But that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and found this kind of interesting. You know, your thoughts, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.